Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're heading down to the KwaZulu-Natal coast in South Africa. We're really going to explore the development of that much talked about Club Med South Africa beach resort.
Hmm.
And this isn't just, another hotel popping up. It feels like a pretty significant undertaking, potentially reshaping tourism there.
Absolutely. It's a prime spot they've picked on the north coast, near Ballito and Tinley Manor, areas people might know.
Right.
And the plans, well, they show a really comprehensive development. You've got the upscale hotel, some very nice luxury villas, conference facilities too,
Yeah.
all wrapped up in that Club Med all-inclusive model.
And backed by some serious cash, it seems.
Yeah, it's a joint venture. Club Med, obviously, and the Collins Residential Consortium.
Yeah, they did Zululand Coastal Estate, didn't they? They know coastal stuff.
Exactly. They've got that track record.
Yeah.
And the number. It's a 2 billion rand project.
Wow.
Supported by South African debt funders, equity partners, they're operating under the name Tinley Leisure. It's substantial.
Okay, so for this deep dive, our mission really is to pull out the most interesting bits, the key aspects of this whole development, understand the vision, look at the features, and try and get a real sense of the potential impact.
Sounds good.
Right, let's unpack this then. What's the sort of fundamental goal driving it? Is it just tourism?
Well, according to the project director, Chris Dutoy, the vision is broader than just holidays.
Okay.
A key aim is to actually contribute to the regional economic growth, the wider development of KZN.
Interesting.
And what I find fascinating is the emphasis they're placing on blending Club Med's global standards with, valuable local expertise.
Right, so it's not a copy-paste job. They're trying to tailor it.
Precisely. Suggests they want something properly integrated, locally relevant.
Makes sense. And location-wise, it sounds like they picked a winner.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
The KZN North Coast, it offers that mix, doesn't it? Calm beaches, but also adventure potential. And what really stands out is being so close to wildlife reserves. That's quite a unique backdrop for a beach resort.
Yeah, that beach and bush idea.
Exactly. That potential is quite compelling. Construction actually kicked off early 2024.
Okay, so it's underway.
Yes, and apparently making good progress because they're using a phased approach.
Ah, phased. Tell me more about that. How does that help?
Well, it likely means working on different bits at the same time. Maybe infrastructure in the hotel first, while the villas and landscaping happen alongside or slightly after.
Got it.
So you can potentially get parts finished and maybe even operational sooner. Helps manage cash flow on a huge project like this, I imagine.
Right. That's smart thinking. Okay, something that always comes up with big developments now. Environmental impact. Sustainability. How's Club Med approaching that?
Yeah, that's clearly a core part of the plan. They've stated a goal of achieving a 4-star rating from the Green Building Council of South Africa.
GBCSA. Okay, what does that entail practically?
Well, it's a recognized standard setter. So achieving that rating means hitting specific targets for things like energy efficiency, water saving, the materials they use. It shows a real tangible commitment to minimizing the environmental footprint, while still delivering that luxury experience.
Which is increasingly important for travelers, too.
Absolutely. Attracts that environmentally conscious market segment.
Yeah.
Good business, too.
Good point. Luxury without costing the earth, ideally. Okay, let's get into the nuts and bolts then, the actual construction. What's happening on the ground?
Right. So looking at the different pieces, the main hotel section is pretty advanced. The first floor structure is apparently complete.
Already? Okay.
Yeah. And when it's finished, it's planned to have 345 rooms, plus all the usual premium stuff you expect.
Like pools, restaurants.
Exactly. Main pool, restaurant, bar, dedicated family zones, sports areas, recreation spots, the full works.
Sounds like a proper hub. And what about those exclusive collection villas they mentioned?
Those are moving forward, too. They've got the platforms laid, and piling work has started for the 66 luxury villas.
66. Okay.
And the positioning sounds amazing. Each one apparently getting estuary views, pitched as very private, lavish retreats.
Estuary views. Nice. That adds a different feel. Now, what if you're not purely on holiday? Conferences, events?
They're covering that, too.
Yeah.
Significant investment in a conference center. Groundwork is underway for that now.
How big are we talking?
It'll accommodate up to 500 delegates, so quite a substantial venue for the area for business events, big gatherings.
Right.
And, of course, they're planning for enough parking, all the supporting facilities you need for that kind of operation.
So it really is trying to be multi-purpose. Leisure, families, business. Okay, the million-dollar question, or rather, the multi-billion rand question. When does it open?
The target date they've announced is July 2026.
July 2026. Okay.
That confirmation came from Olivier Peria-Pertuan, who's the MD for Club Med South Africa. And it's interesting, they've got support from industry groups too, like the French South African Chamber of Commerce and Industry, FSACCI.
Ah, FSACCI. That's a solid endorsement, having international business groups on board. What are they saying?
Well, the FSACCI chairperson, Yves Guénon, expressed a lot of enthusiasm. He sees it as a real catalyst.
Catalyst for...
For tourism, obviously,
Yeah.
but also for broader economic growth, specifically within KwaZulu-Natal. That kind of backing, it can be really helpful.
Yeah, that signals confidence, doesn't it? Okay, so let's picture ourselves there in, say, late 2026. What does the all-inclusive Club Med experience actually feel like on the KZN coast? What's included?
It sounds pretty comprehensive, actually. You've got your luxury accommodation, naturally hotel or villas, then gourmet meals, open bars, various dining spots. Activity-wise, loads of land and water sports.
Like sailing, surfing?
Sailing, surfing, diving, snorkeling. They're even planning a surf school.
Oh, cool.
And they're really catering to families. A kids club that takes children from just 4 months old.
4 months. Wow.
Yeah, with specific programs for different age groups. That's quite something.
It really is. What else is on offer? Sports facilities, relaxation?
Yep. Padel tennis courts, beach rugby, archery, various wellness activities too.
Hotels everywhere now.
It is. And then for pure relaxation, a spa, a fitness center, and crucially, a dedicated Zen zone pool and bar just for adults.
Ah, the adult escape zone. Always popular.
Definitely. And then add live entertainment, cultural performances, day and night apparently. Whole package.
It really does sound like you could just stay put and have a massively varied holiday. But there was that other element that caught my eye, the Safari Lodge. That's different.
Yes. This is a particularly unique aspect, I think. They're extending the experience inland.
How far inland?
To Zululand. They're building an 80-room safari lodge within a huge 8,623-hectare Big Five game reserve.
Wow, a Big Five reserve.
So brings that whole beach meets adventure idea to life very directly.
Yeah.
You combine the coast with a proper safari.
That really broadens the appeal, doesn't it?
Massively.
Yeah.
It caters to a whole different desire within the same trip.
So you could literally be on the beach one day and then tracking elements the next.
That's exactly the concept.
Yeah.
And the lodge itself is being developed to Club Med standards. So high quality, immersive safari experience for families, nature lovers. It's designed as a real complement to the beach resort. A very smart move, I think.
Yeah, that's a powerful combination. So taking it all in the scale, the sustainability angle, the luxury, the activities, and the safari element, what does this whole project mean for luxury tourism in KZN? How might it change things?
Look, when you put it all together,
Yeah.
the big investment, the focus on sustainability, the sheer range of high-end facilities and activities, plus that unique safari link,
Yeah.
it really does have the potential to, well, significantly redefine the tourism landscape in KwaZulu-Natal.
Yeah.
It hits so many different travel preferences.
Relaxation, adventure, family.
Exactly. Relaxation, adventure, cultural stuff, family time. It ticks a lot of boxes. Ultimately, I think it's positioned to be a major driver for KZN's growth and its image as a truly world-class destination.
Well, this has certainly painted a very full picture. It's clearly an ambitious, exciting venture. The Club Med South Africa development, definitely a huge investment, potentially transformative for the region's tourism, offering that pretty neat blend of beach luxury and safari adventure.
And that actually raises an interesting point for you listening. Think about that combination. High-end beach resort meets Big Five safari. What does that kind of integrated experience offer the modern traveler? And maybe more broadly, how might developments like this one shape the future of tourism, not just in KZN, but in similar regions globally? What does it tell us about what discerning travelers are really looking for now? Something to ponder.